Hi, and welcome to BremSter Puzzles, a channel where I try and showcase the fun that can be had in the world of variant Sudoku. And as many of you are aware, rockratzero is currently running a Kickstarter as of time of recording and publication. He's running a Kickstarter about a series or a book he's releasing, which is about the chemical Sudoku based again, or Sudoku X chemistry, which is Sudoku 118 Sudoku, all themed around the chemical elements. And I made a bit of a joke in one of the Discord Discord channels around what we should do is we should do a parody series to support rockratzero and be able to do it, which is and I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft, the World of Warcraft elements with which are air, earth, fire, water, life, shadow, sometimes undeath, but I think air, earth, fire, water, life, and shadow, and do those as a kind of a parody series, which we could then use to kind of promote rockratzer's real chemical elements in order to promote the work that rockratzero is doing. And over the next few days, apparently a bunch of puzzles were created, so I can now bring you the wrong chemical elements set in rockratzer's Kickstarter book. As I said, there'll be 118 puzzles, all of them with a little bit of knowledge about all of the chemicals, the chemical elements and everything. This one is literally just plain wrong. Air, earth, fire, water, life, and shadow of what you're going to get, one per day. If you want to get actual knowledge, check out the Kickstarter below. But what we've got for you now is the start of a set of 6 puzzles. And this is Elemental Air by Alakir, who is the Wind Lord in World of Warcraft, because why not? I believe all of these puzzles are Parity Line puzzles. And similar to what we've got A for air. That is not the chemical symbol for air. I don't care. This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I think that's about it. There'll be a link below to both the Kickstarter and to where you can try this puzzle. I'm going to go through the rules. So we've got normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. I'm calling this the Elements of Azeroth series because why not? It's just wrong. We've got Parity Line. So digits on the air line alternate between odd and even numbers. So if this is odd, this is even, then this would be odd, then this would be even, then those would be odd. So as you move, any adjacent digits on the line must have different parity is basically what it is. And then consecutive pairs. Digits separated by a white dot must be consecutive. They're all of the rules. So I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So let's actually start. This is a parity puzzle. Let's start by coloring all of the digits by parity. We've got yellow for odd and blue for even. If I push the button, we've got blue for even. Oh, and that gives me the parity of the line, because any consecutive pair must contain an odd and an even digit. So there must be an even on here, there must be an even on here, and there must be an even on here. And there's only 4 even digits between 1 and 9, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So those digits there must be odd. And if this is odd, those are all even, then these must be odd. Anything next to an odd must be even. Anything next to an even must be odd. Anything next to an odd must be even. Anything next to an even must be odd. And anything next to an odd must be even. Okay, that's all 4 evens in this column. So these are all odd. Can I do all of the coloring? Anything on a white dot must be the other parity, because consecutive digits, because you go odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, anything, consecutive digits must be the opposite parity. So those must be odd. These must be odd. That's all 5 odds in this row. So those are even. That's all 4 evens in this box. That is odd. Next to an odd is an even. That's all 4 evens in this box. Those are all odd. That's all 5 odds in this row. These are all even. Next to even on a white dot is odd. I was about to say that's all for 5 odds or all 4 evens, but it's not. This is one of each. 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 Okay, maybe we need to do Sudoku because where's 4 in this box? 4 can't be in any of those two. So this is a 4. This is now 6, 8, and that is 6, and this is 8. Next to 4 can only be 3 or 5. This is either 2 or 8. If this is 2, this would be 3. So this is 3, 7, or 9, because if it was 2, I couldn't put 1 next to it. So 1 is actually in one of those two, because I can't put 1 in any of those, and the others are even. Okay. 7 is in one of those two, because I can't put 7 in any of those. There's an even on those. Okay. This sees 1, 3, 7. So this is 5 or 9 only, because it sees 1 and 7 in the row and 3 in the box. One is up here, but I don't think... Where's 7 in this box? 7 can't be there or there, and these are even. So 7 is in one of those two, which means in this box, 7 is in one of those two. Probably missing something really obvious. I know I say that almost every solve. 6 is in one of those two. Oh, this is a 4 because 2, 6, 8 in the column. That is a 4. So this is only 2 or 6. And this is only 2 or 6. Where's 8 in this box now? Because 8 can't be in those. This is an 8, so this isn't a 3. That's a 7 or a 9. And now 3 can't be in any of those. 3 is in one of those two, which puts 3 in one of those two. If that's a 3, that's a 5. 4. Is it what's on these? Well, there must be an 8 on one of those. If it's on this, this is 8, 9. Okay. This is 2 or 8 only, because it sees 4 and 6. Oh, no, no, no. There's 3 even digits here, and there must be an even on here. These are all odd. And if that is odd, this is even. Can I do that trick again? Not obviously. But there must be 1 even in here, but only 1 even. So 2 of those are even. 1 of those is even. 4 is now down here. This is a 2, 6 pair. So down here is a 4. And down here is a 2 for the column. This is 2 or 8 only because it can't be 4 or 6. This is only 2 or 4, which means this is 1, 3 or 5 only because it has to be consecutive. This is 2 or 4, so this is 1, 3 or 5 only. So 9 is in one of, yeah, I can't put 9 in any of those because it'd need 8 next to it and I can't do it. So 9 is in one of those two, which means that's the 7. And now 7 isn't in any of those by Sudoku. So 7 is in one of those two and 7 is in one of those two. Now I can't put 8 on this dot. No, this could still be 8, 9. 7 is in one of those two. So this is 3, 5, 9. Maybe. These are 3, 5, 9. So this is 5 or 9 only. One of those is 2. One of those is 4. And there's a 2, 4, sorry, a 2, 6 or an 8 on this. A 2 would go with a 3 because I can't, well, one, that's just a 1. Because whereas 1 in this box, the 1 and the 1 means there's no 1 in any of those and those are both even. That's a 1 and has been for ages. So 1 in this box is here, making that the 2, which makes that the 4, which, whoa. Making that the 4, which means this is a 3 or a 5. And that makes that the 4, this the 8. This is 7 or 9, and it's not 7, that's a 9, that's a 7, and these are 3 and 5, which is consecutive with 4. So that hasn't done much there. 8, 8 puts 8 in one of those two. 8 here makes that 9. These are 2, 6, and 8. Can that be a 2? Yeah, that'd be 3, that'd be 5, that'd be 3, that'd be 3. That seems okay. What's the even digit on this now? The even digit on this can't be an 8 because it'd have to go with a 7 or a 9. So it can't be 4, 6, or 8. There is a 2 on this, meaning this is an 8. This is from 1, 2, 3. The 1 looks across saying that's not the 1. So this is 6 or 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is in one of those two. I can't see how to narrow that down. Well, these are from 1, 3, 5. That's what I know. So this is 1 or 5, and this is 1, 3, 5. That's not helping. This is 2 or 6. That's a 2, that's a 2. If that's a 6, 6 is up there. 2 here would make this 3. 6 would make this 5. So this is only a 3 or a 5. So that's a 3, 5 pair. Anywhere 9 can't go. Not that I can see. 7 is in one of those two. What's that? Oh, that's nice. 1, 3, it can't be 1, 3, 5. So it's 7. This is 7 or 9. But if that was 9, that would have to be 8 and it can't be. So that's a 7, meaning this can't be a 4. That's a 4. This is 6 or 8 and it can't be an 8 because of that. That's a 6, meaning that's a 2. That's a 3. There's no 3 here anymore. The 3 is looking down, making that the 5, making that the 3. This is really nice. This is a 3, 9 pair now in the row. So this, well, where's 7 in this row? I can't put 7 in any of those because the 7's are already placed. That's the 7. 3 looks across, making this the 5, which makes this the 3. These are a 1, 9, and if those are a 1, 9, that's a 5. So this can't be 1 or 5 or 7. So this is only 3 or 9. The even digit on this, if it's 2, can't be a 2 anymore. I've got to put an even digit on this. It can't be 4, 8, and if it was 2, it would need a 1 or a 3, and I can't do that. So there's no 2 on this, so there is a 6 on this, meaning that's the 2, that's the 6. The 6 is not with a 7, so this is a 5, 6 pair, meaning that's the 3, that's the 9. The 9 makes this the 8, and this is the 2. 4 and 8 means this is 2 or 6 only. The even digit on this, maybe? Oh, no, the 6 looks at making that the 5, that the 6, 6 being even, 5 being odd. That's all 5 odd digits. So those all become even, and this can't be a 7. That's the 7, which is odd. And there must be an even digit on here, so that is odd, which is not 1, 3, or 7. This is a 5 or a 9. 6 can't be in any of those, so 6 is in one of those two, so that is an 8. And 6 is in one of those two. This is a pair. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a 2, 9 pair, and the 2 is looking up, making that the 9 and that the 2. So we'll colour that 9 and 2. This is an odd digit that's not 3, 7 or 9, so it's 1 or 5. And that's a 1-5 pair, meaning there's no 1 on this. This is a 2-3 pair. I could probably get rid of the colouring. 1-5-6 in this column. Yeah, this is a 1-5-6 triple. There's no 1 or 5 here. This is the 6. This is a 1-5. That's a 1-5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 6, and this is not a 6. See, I spend more time struggling with the colouring sometimes than I do with everything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 9. These are 4 and 9. I think the colouring's done its job, so let's get rid of it. I'll be proven wrong now. 1, 2, 3, 8 and 9 go in. There's no 8 there. There's no 3 or 9 there. That's the 8. So this is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are 2 and 4, which means this is a 6. So this isn't a 6. And there must be an 8 on this, and it can't be with a 7. This is an 8-9 pair, making that the 3. The 8-9 makes that the 5, looking across making that the 1, which makes that the 5. The 3 looks across making that the 2 and that the 3. The 2 looks back making that the 4 and that the 2. The 4 looks back making that the 9 and that the 4. The 4 looks across saying that's not the 4, so that's the 4. The 9 looks back making that the 8 and that the 9. This row is missing a 1 and a 7, so that's a 1, 7. The 7 is looking down saying that's the 1 and that's the 7. The 9 looks across making that the 5. These are 2 and 9, and the 9 makes that the 2 and that the 9. The 1 looks up making that the 9 and that the 1. The 9 looks down making that the 5. This is a 3 or a 9, and the 3 makes that the 9, that the 3. The 3 looks up making that the 9 and that the 3. And the 5 looks up making that the 1 and that the 5. Nice puzzle. Really nice puzzle. Now, I possibly forgot to mention at the start, none of these puzzles, the one thing I can say about the creators of these puzzles with absolute certainty is none of these were created by rockratzero. That's the one thing I know for sure about the creators of these puzzles. So yeah, this was a nice little puzzle. So please don't judge RockratZero's Kickstarter by these puzzles. I mean, I think this was a nice little puzzle, but don't judge RockratZero's puzzles by these. These were not created by RockratZero. These were people coming together to support RockratZero's Kickstarter. RockratZero had nothing to do with the creation of these puzzles. This was a good one. There'll be more coming, and I hope you enjoy them. Am I at the moment featuring a lot of puzzles from a very small group? Absolutely, I believe I am. But the important thing is you're getting puzzles. There are channels out there that feature way more restrictive group than I do. And I am planning on getting back to featuring more. The other thing is I've received, I think, only 2 submissions in the last 3 weeks and only like 5 recommendations. So this allows me to keep everything running. So I'm really glad that people are sending these through. I expect these are from some of my regulars, but that's okay. I hope you enjoyed the puzzle. That's what matters. And as always, good luck with your solving.